Am I live? Hello, magical people. Wow, this lighting's really weird. My windows, I have it like open today to try to get more light in here. It's weird. Am I live? Let me see. Yay. All right. Again, I have my window open. And it's over here. So I just like super lit on this side of my face today. We're cool. It's all good. You never know. Uh happy Monday. It's been a week since I did a live stream. Last week I had family in town, so we were hanging out with them. So I didn't pop on here for a live stream. I apologize. But I'm back. Hello. Um, yeah, so we had Blaine's parents in town from Washington State. So we went and climbed a lighthouse, um, had lunch slash dinner in New Smyrna out here at the beach, and just kind of hung out with them. So, yeah, family time, family time. But now everything's back to normal here. So I'm back. Can't get rid of me that easy, everybody. um, yeah, it's been a thing since we last talked. I think I went to Disney Springs. That video came out. And then just went to Magic Kingdom this last Friday. I went with Brienne and the girls. Oh, my hair is like insane today. Uh, sorry. Yeah, I went to Magic Kingdom and saw Happily Ever After for the first time. I've wanted to see Happily Ever After for quite a bit now. Wishes was the fireworks show that was here when I worked at Disney. They didn't bring Happily Ever After, I think, until the year after I moved back home to Washington. So I never got to see it. And then it went away for the 50th. And then luckily they brought it back. So yeah. And I'm like obsessed with the like song from it, like the Happily Ever After song Jordan Fisher sings. And listen to that on repeat literally for the past few years. Like I'm just like obsessed with that song. So I don't even think I watched like any spoilers online the past couple years that because it's been out for a while. But I listened to the soundtrack a lot, and it's like on point. The songs they chose for the show, like Hunchback, Tarzan, Frozen, Moana. What was the other one? Tarzan, Hunchback. Oh, Hercules. Like just stacked. They like bring on the 90s nostalgia. Whatever, it's fine. I cried like 3 times. I literally cried right when it started because that's my life. It's fine. But yeah, it was so good. So good. Tinkerbell didn't fly though. Which I never saw it, so like it didn't make a difference to me. But Brienne was like, Tinkerbell didn't. The girls were like, the Tinkerbell didn't fly. We had pretty high winds that night, so I'm guessing it was a safety issue, like a wind safety issue. That's usually why Tink doesn't fly. But yeah, I don't care. We had a really really great viewing spot too. So I was really happy with where we were. We weren't super close to the castle where like you can't see the fireworks around the castle, but we were uh the back of the hub, but in the center, like kind of like if you know where Casey's Corner is, we were just like right in front of Casey's Corner. So we were dead center in um like if we turned around, you were just looking straight down Main Street. So we were like in the middle of Main Street, but you know, once Main Street ends, that's kind of where we were. So, and we only went about an hour before the show started. We were able to get those that spot. But we camped out. It was awesome. The girls were such troopers, camping out the whole hour. They were pretty stoked to see it because they hadn't seen it. They were there the week before, which I didn't get to go with them that trip, but they didn't watch the fireworks because Brienne knew that like I had wanted to see Happily Ever After so bad. So I was super happy to see with them. But yeah, Happily Ever After it's my favorite fireworks show now that I've seen at Disney. Yeah, it's really cute. And I'm like, oh no, I have to go back and watch it since Tink didn't fly. So I have to go back into to Magic to watch it so I can see Tinkerbell fly. But that's okay. I understand how. Oh, excuse me. that type of thing works. So it's like, yeah, safety is important for sure. But yeah, it was really cool. We went on Tom Sawyer's Island too. If you watch the video, you'll see us running around Tom Sawyer's Island, which I wanted to go in the caves more, but we went into like the escape route that takes you from like the fort around to like where you can see, I think it's Haunted Mansion. And I kept it in the video because the girls were quite scared. Like Brienne ended up having to lead, and then I was like the caboose behind the girls because they were like, "This is so dark, it's so scary." So we ended up not going more into the caves. I think they'll like it when they're a little bit more when they're a little bit older. It's a little less scary, I think, for kiddos when they're a little bit older. But yeah, just because it's so dark in those caves, which is awesome because the caves are awesome. But yeah, they liked Tom Sawyer's Island though. It was so funny because they were a little scared on the little boat ride, the raft ride that you take from, um, the main part. I like want to call I want to call it what Disneyland calls it, but it's not. It's not Adventureland. What is that land in Magic Kingdom called? I am blanking. It's where like Splash Mountain is. Well, was. You know what I'm saying? Just to get from like the mainland over to the island, basically. That little raft. They were like, "What do we have to do? Why are we going on this?" And there's like little bumps, and like little Charlotte was like, "Bumps? What are you doing?" It's just like when they hit the dock to try to like dock the raft, and they were so funny there. So I say in the video, I was like, 3 bumps later. It's because we bumped the the dock like 3 times, and the girls were like, "What's happening?" It was pretty funny. Frontierland, I think. I know things. It's fine. Um, but yeah, it was really fun. They really enjoyed it. Uh, they wanted to go everywhere. It's a workout. There's a lot of stairs. I'm literally watching the video back. I watched the video back today, like the full video back today, and you just hear me. I was like, wow. Brandon and I are like, we are out of shape for John Sawyer's Island. Oh man. I was like, wow. 2 flights of stairs and we were out of breath. It's fine. We're fine. We'll get there one day, which is hilarious. But yeah, no, Tom Sawyer's Island is always a fun time. Really good views of the park. Um, Great views of the riverboat as it goes by. Uh, it's really good. I had like a nitro cold brew from Starbucks today, and it's like hitting me real hard right now. So I apologize if I'm like a little extra squirrely during this live. Also wearing my new Pluto shirt I got in the Disney Springs video. Um, Love it. Love Pluto. I did wear it in the last video, but you can't really see it because truly you see like this much of me in most of those videos, which is totally fine. But yeah, no, it's a cute tank top. I really like it. Yeah. And I'm wearing a tank top because this last Saturday, I went and got 2 more tattoos, which equals total of 5 tattoos now. So they're on the back of my arms. Oh, I guess I could show you. Let's see. How is this gonna be? Oh, I just hit one really hard on the chair. Can you see it? Oh, there we go. It's an evergreen tree for Washington on this arm. Sorry, this is awkward, and it's shining because I have Aquaphor on it right now to protect it. And then my other arm, again awkward. Sorry, is a palm tree for Florida. So that was what most of my Saturday consisted of. I spent about 4.5 hours. Oh, sorry, my chair is being weird. At my tattoo place, which is totally fine. I knew it was gonna be a while. My artist was fantastic. I sent him some photos that I had found online, and then I kind of I wanted him to run with it a little bit to make it his own. And I really like how they turned out. Like, it's beautiful. They're not super painful this time. I feel like this one wasn't bad. I feel like the one on my ribs wasn't bad. And then I have the cross on my thigh. But I don't know, tattoos to me don't hurt as much anymore, like at all. um yeah, I was laying like on my stomach with my arm out like this, and it hurt more laying on my like chest and stomach than it did actually getting the tattoo. So, don't freak out if you want a tattoo. It's really not that painful. It's fine. The healing process is more painful than I feel like getting it. Um, just because it's basically like an open wound on your body until it heals. So yeah, that's why I have Aquaphor on it to protect a nice little barrier to protect it from stuff. And I have to stay out of the sun. I can't work my arms out or anything for 2 weeks after I get it. So yeah, 2 weeks from this last Saturday, I can actually like work out. And basically, once it scabs over and then the scab falls off, then I'm good to go. Is when it heals. Which again, I have this. So these are my fourth and fifth tattoos, so I've done it before the process, but I like sleep on my back, so I'm like it's super awkward, like because then yeah, I like sleep like this kind of last night, and so like my back hurts really bad. So I was trying to like not push them back on the bed. Yeah, and then I like try to sleep on my side, and then I had to like move. It's like I'm doing ballet, but like I had to sleep really weird. Um, yeah, and then there was originally like they're kind of like the second skin bandages on it, so I had that on. They only said keep it on for 24 hours, so I took them off. Oh my gosh, I just almost scratched it. Gosh, Brittany, don't do that. I take it off last night, and it was so painful to take off because it was, it's on there to protect it. But oh my gosh, it was so painful. And then I took a shower and I was like trying to like not get them wet, like put Aquaphor on it to protect it still. But I was like trying to wash my hair and everything without getting my tattoos wet. I don't know. It's a process. Tattoos are a process. But yep, I got a tree for Washington and for Florida, which I've wanted for a few months now. And I'm happy I got it. So that's kind of my biggest updates is two more tattoos added to the collection of it's my personal life. Sorry if you're here for Disney. I'll talk about it more in a hot second. But yeah, yeah. So just kind of dealing with healing those bad boys. And then yeah, so I've been wearing lots of tank tops when I'm at home, stuff with like long sleeves or at least long short sleeves, if that makes sense. Like it comes all the way down my like elbow basically. For when I go to work or go out somewhere because I'm not supposed to be in the sunlight with them for a good like 2 weeks. So going to Disney will be interesting or wherever I go this week. We'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited. Disney stuff is fun. They just announced, I literally think today, that starting 2024, the reservation system will kind of basically be no more, which is really interesting. I'm like, okay, like annual pass holders, it's kind of already not a thing after 2 o'clock, which is great. Which again, Friday's video, oh my gosh, I'm dying, was the first time I didn't have to make a reservation at Disney to go to the park. I went after 2 o'clock on a Friday and I was able to get into Magic Kingdom, no problem. Like literally no worries. I just scanned right in, no problem. So that was really cool to finally get to test out if it's true that, I mean, I know it's true because they announced it, but like to experience it myself that I was able to scan in after 2 o'clock as an AP and it all worked out. So it's such a great sign. I'm so happy that's finally how it is. I'm very excited that Disney's making moves towards more like the reservation system going away, making more normal moves, if that makes sense, like pre-pandemic stuff, which is really exciting. Very, very excited for it. I also, wow, I just lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. I was gonna say something and I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I'm also excited because there's this cool little snack. It's called the Power Limes. They were around like when I was a kid. It's basically like a power lime, like Laffy Taffy Airhead type thing. They sold out when they originally brought them like a couple months ago. They were at Epcot and I think one other park, and I didn't get them. But apparently they're back in stock and they're going to continue to restock them when they sell out, which is really awesome because I didn't get to have one. So I'm hoping I go to a park or wherever where the power limes are and I can actually try one. I don't think I had them when I was, maybe I did have it as a kid. I don't know. I was pretty young when those were like first out. So of course, you know me, I love Powerline and a Goofy movie. So I'm like, this is awesome. They're definitely bringing out more Goofy movie stuff. Also, something that randomly happened on my Disney Experience app, like, I went to look at my photos from the last trip to Magic Kingdom because we should have had a Pirates of the Caribbean photo that came up. It didn't. I don't really care. But then I was scrolling through things, and the photos I took with Powerline Max no longer had a watermark on them. But my photos on rides did. So I'm wondering if they like changed something where now when you meet a character, your photos aren't watermarked. Or maybe just somebody in my like friends and family list have, but it's weird that I got those photos weren't watermarked, but the ride photos were watermarked. So I'm not quite sure what happened. Um, I want to meet a character next time I go just to test my theory about that. Again, maybe somebody in my friends and family list got photo, like the photo package, but then I feel like my ride photos would be available. So I don't know. I'm very confused because I really wanted to get the photo pass package when I re-up my pass in June. Oh, that's next month. Wow. Next month. I'll be an annual pass holder for a year next month. Um, so I'm like, oh well, I mean, it's only like I think it's only like $7 or $10 to do it when you re-up your pass, which is really nothing when you really think about it. So I'll probably still do it just to see because I really like ride photos. I think I like have one. You can't see it, but I have one from Hyperspace Mountain in Disneyland when I first went on it. Let me see if I can show you guys without killing you. Right there. Right. I don't think it'll be clear, but it's right there. From Disneyland when I was in college, I went and we went on it and I rode it for the first time and absolutely like loved it. And I'm doing this in the photo. Um, but yeah, so I want ride photos. I love ride photos. I think they're so funny and they're so fun to pose when you know where the camera is. And I know where the camera is on a lot of rides now, which sounds really stupid, but I've ridden them so many times. Also, I love when I go with the littles with Charlotte and Emma and Brienne, obviously, but the girls because they're hilarious in the photos that they take. Like they're starting to like put their hands up on certain rides and like, yeah, I just think it's so cute. And to have those photos for them when they're older and like give them to Brienne and stuff would be really cool. I know she'd really enjoy those. Um, yeah, and they're just really funny. Like the girls are just hilarious at Disney. But yeah, so I don't know what happened, but I downloaded all of my photos with Powerline Max, like the full on photos for free, basically. So I'm just like, oh, maybe characters are different now. Um, I'll look that up because I was like, whoa, like what's happening? So maybe if you meet characters now, you get the photos. Maybe that's a thing, and I just missed that announcement. I could have. So much Disney stuff happens constantly that I'm even like, what? What's happening? But yeah, I thought that was really cool. So I got the Powerline Max photos. That was really cool. I was really happy about that because that was such a great interaction and I loved those photos. Powerline Max is amazing. I'm pretty sure he's still meeting in Hollywood Studios if you're coming. Over by the Muppet area across the way from the Muppets area, like as right before you enter Galaxy's Edge on that entrance. So meet him. There's always a little line, but it goes by really fast, and his interactions are really, really fun. Um, every time I walk by, he's having fun with a guest, not just like, oh, come take your picture and leave. He actually tries, yeah. Powerline Max makes memories with everybody in line, which is really, really cool. So I'm super happy that he's still out. But yeah, we went to Springs. We ate at Paradiso 30 whatever, how do you say it? 37. And I feel like I never really heard people talk about that restaurant, but I liked it. It was really good. It was open. We were there in the morning. So it was like one of the only sit down places that was open at like 11. A lot of places opened at noon, obviously for lunch. So we went there because we had to come back so then Brienne could get the girls from school. But we really liked it. She had a poke. I had like a Hawaiian Kahlua pork sandwich, like pulled pork sandwich. Um, I like food like that, so I loved it. I would go back in a heartbeat. But we were trying to get into the hangar bar, but it just wasn't going to open before we needed to leave. We didn't want to rush food. Um, but yeah, I liked that restaurant. I don't know. I feel like people don't really talk about it, but I was like really happy with it. Um, the food was good, it was fast, it wasn't cheap because no food at Disney Springs is truly cheap, especially sit-down places. It's just gonna be kind of theme park pricing and food and stuff, so but it was really good, we really enjoyed it. We had a good time being just we got to shop as adults, and that was fun because then the girls weren't like, little kids, "I want this, mom, I want that." So, um have I seen Happily Ever After? Yes, yes. I talked about it in the beginning of the stream, but yes, thank you for joining me. Yeah, I did. It was my first time seeing it. I saw it on Friday. It's in my latest video, actually, near the end. But yeah, we saw it. I finally saw it. Finally got to see it. Again, it was my first time. Incredible. I loved it. I cannot wait to see it again. Tinkerbell did not fly because of high winds that night, so I have to go back and see it. Oh no, I have to go back to Magic Kingdom and see it. But yeah, it's my favorite show. I love the music. Yeah, cried the whole 9 yards. That's me. So it's fine. Brienne knew I was gonna cry. Even the girls were like, "Brianna's gonna cry," and I was like, "Yeah, I am gonna cry." Hello, welcome back. Good to see y'all. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate it. But yeah, so Happily Ever After, worth the wait, worth the time to watch it. It was fan freaking tastic. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Waiting in line, like waiting for the show, waiting for a good spot. It's beautiful. The projections in the castle are awesome. The story is awesome. Um, yeah, highly recommend Happily Ever After if you're at the park. It's very fun. Very, very fun fireworks show. And, the songs are awesome. But it's very cool. Oh, that's okay, Sophie. I didn't have one last week because I had family in town, so you didn't miss much. Just me blabbling on about stuff per usual. So you're good, but I appreciate you coming today. Thanks for coming back. At least I didn't scare you away the first time you came. First couple times. But yeah, no, Disney stuff is cool. What was I gonna say? Something about the parks. Thinking. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Oh, Animal Kingdom is in its 25th anniversary. I think we're gonna be going back to Animal Kingdom sometime really, really soon. So I'm curious to see what they have there for their anniversary. I know Epcot's 40 was kind of lame. Not gonna lie, it's pretty lame. Um, yeah. But Epcot's being worked on, so like what are they gonna truly do to celebrate it? I don't know. Um, But yeah, I'm super excited to go to Animal Kingdom and see what they're doing for their anniversary. So maybe some food items. I know there's merch. And I really like the merch. I think they did a good job on the 25th anniversary merch. I've been very harsh on Disney and their merch for their anniversaries, but I like the Animal Kingdom merch. I do. Will I buy it? Probably not. But I do think it's getting better than some of the merch for the last, like Epcot's 40th was the theory that you said of Toy Story 3. Hey, I get it. Some of the Disney movies, it's like, again, like Cars, just don't think about it. It's just weird, and you're like, oh, okay. Um, but yeah, Disney movies has very, very, very many hidden meanings, and it's very strange. And it's the stuff that we probably won't even know about, sadly, because the Imagineers just won't come out and say it, even though it's like, yeah, weird stuff happens, but they're kids' movies, so everything's fine. It just goes right over the kids' heads. Yeah, creepy, right? Very creepy. Sorry, something's in my eye. Ow. Oh, Gosh, I feel like something's always in my eye, and then I'm touching my eye with you guys. I'm like, "I'm sorry." I know there are people out there that absolutely hate that. I apologize. But yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy do. Um, but no, Springs is awesome. If you go, you have proof. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do have proof. Um, Disney Springs was really cool though. We went right when it opened and there was like nobody there. Like we got there before it opened and then just sat kind of in the parking garage waiting for stuff to open up and then went right in and we were able to do everything. We went to Gideon's and it was like the line was like nothing. And then we got there right when it opened, which usually is when I go and there's always a line for Gideon's. Then like 2 hours later or so when we went to after we got our Gideon's and went back we had to walk back that way to go to the car. There was literally like half the line there was when we had first got there. I know you're fine, Sophie. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. Um, but yeah, I was shocked because Gideon's is usually like always a busy line, if not has the virtual queue. But it was like dead, and I was like, dang, people get. But then I saw other people's videos, and it was such a long line in other people's videos. So I think it's just pretty hit or miss when you go to Gideon's. Oh my. Ooh, for cookies. But those cookies are good. I love those cookies. I have to eat them in like chunks because they're that big. uh, but they're delicious. The hype is real behind Gideon's. I promise you, the hype is real. I just yawned. It looks like I'm crying. You're welcome. Um, but yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Gideon's. It's a real good time. Oh, we also went and saw Enchanted Tales with Belle again, and the girls were Charlotte was Chip, and then Emma was like just a plate that they give the kiddos when they don't get like a regular part. But you're good. And it was so cute. I've seen that show like a few times, but the people we were in the show with, like all the other guests, we were like having a ball. Like it was running behind, so the poor cast member that hands out the roles had to like just randomly do stuff with us until they were ready for us to come into the room. With the room like where Lumiere and Belle is, and you actually do the whole meet and greet and shebang and all that jazz. I didn't really film it just because sometimes it's pretty boring unless you're there. But it was hilarious, and like the kids we had for that show were fantastic, and all of the parents and the adults in the room, we were all just like laughing and egging on all the kids, and it was just we walked out and I looked at Brianna and I was like, that was the best show I've ever been a part of for the Enchanted Tales with Belle. And like all the cast members kept saying, like, this is such a great group. And we were like, yeah, no, this was like so much fun. So it is truly hit or miss who you get when you go. But no, that time it was like everybody, all the parents are like joking with each other. It was, yeah. And like when we sat in like the second row, do I prefer seeing the new Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, have I seen it? Do I want to see it? Yes, I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it. But I don't know. I don't really like going to the theater anymore because I'm really used to sitting at my house and watching it in my PJs. But I've heard people say it's really, really good. Um, so I do want to see it because I love Guardians of the Galaxy, like all of it. Um, you watched it. I feel like you go see a lot of movies, which is great. Do it. Um, did you like it? No spoilers. Well, I haven't seen it yet, so yeah, please don't spoil it. But did you like it? That's the question. You loved it. Cool. That's kind of what I've heard is people really like it. Did you cry during it? Don't tell me anything else, but did you get emotional? Did you cry? I don't even know if you're a crier, but did you get emotional? Was it sad? I feel like that might spoil it. I don't know. I've heard people say it was sad and they loved it, and I was like, why is it sad? I don't know. I don't know. Sorry if that's a spoiler. I just heard people say it was sad, but I feel like every MCU movie has, like, a sad part, which I can imagine why it might be sad, but I'm not gonna say why. But I was like, "Oh, I wanna laugh. It's Guardians of the Galaxy," which I'm sure was funny too, let's be honest. Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, yes. Yes, and amen to that. But Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec, even better, let's be honest. Um, but yeah. No, I wanna see Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. There are sad scenes though, yeah. She said, "Sad scenes trying so hard to get me to cry, but it doesn't work. Ha ha ha." Basically, the little disguised face. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it. I really wanna see it. I don't know if I'll wait till it comes out on Disney Plus or go see it in theaters. I'm still kinda debating, we'll see, depending on how much hype. I mean, it's pretty hyped up right now, so I'm like, "Oh, I wanna see it." Like, I wanna know what happens, but I feel like we've waited a long time for this movie. It doesn't work on you. It works on me, so I'm glad it doesn't work on you, says the girl who cried 3 times during Happily Ever After. It's fine. Oh, man. Yeah, that's me. That's just how I operate. But, yeah. Wish I didn't sometimes, but that's just me. But that's awesome. Glad it doesn't work for you. Because yeah, I just sit there sobbing in the theater. It's fine. Just sobbing into my popcorn, making it soggy. But, yeah. Yeah, for those of you if anyone else has seen it, let me know what you think in the chat. If you thought it was good, if you thought you didn't like it, too yeah. I hope it was funny. Was it funny? Did you laugh though? Sophie, did you laugh? 'Cause I feel like if you didn't cry, I hope they made you laugh at least. What? They made a Winnie the Pooh horror movie? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I like Winnie the Pooh. I guess I could see how that could be made into a horror movie. That's true. But I'm still waiting on Sophie. Did you laugh at Volume Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I don't know if you heard me ask you that, which is totally fine. No bigs, no bigs. I hope it's funny. I really hope Guardians of the Galaxy is funny because oh, oh yes, yes, yeah. Okay, cool. Just checking. Oh man, what a day! This is why I love chatting with you guys. It's so funny. Well, I'm glad I made you laugh. That means it'll probably make me laugh. Uh, that's good. You laugh probably more than you cry, right? Things make you laugh more than you cry. That's good. That's a good place to be. It's a good place to be emotionally. I'm not in that place. Made. I didn't type made right. Oh, no worries. Oh, Matt. Yeah, no. I know what you meant. Don't worry about it, girl. I got you. I know what it meant. I know what it meant. You're fine. I'm here for it. Um, you're good. You're good. Oh, is your hair still blue and pink like in your photo? Did you change it yet? I'm mad me. uh, I mad me with all the laughing emojis. Totally makes sense. You're good. That's too funny. That's awesome. Oh man, guys. I'm sleepy today. It's not blue. Is it all pink now then? Or is it purple? Or did the blue just wash out? The questions I have. I know colored hair dye is hard to keep up with, but it's dope. It's half pink, half red. That's dope. That's sick. Soup's cool. I think that's awesome. When I was little, or when I was younger, I did like the stupid like red from like here down because I thought it was super cool. I once, when I was younger, I don't remember how old I was, like 12 or 13. I once dyed my hair. Oh, you grew, well, there's more hair to dye now, isn't it? That's awesome. You could do like all the colors. It'd be awesome. When I was younger, I dyed my whole head black, thinking I was getting dark brown. Yeah, no, it was straight up jet black, which took forever to fix because then it literally just had to awkwardly grow out. You have a ponytail, like my ponytail. I mean, my hair is really freaking long, but ponytails are nice. I like to just throw my hair up sometime because it's just like so nice to have out of my face, especially when it's hot here. I'm just like, nope, it's up. Hence, every park video, basically, I have my hair up and out of the way because I'm like, nah, your girl's sweaty. I ain't gonna deal with it. I don't care. That's funny. No, it's true. Being a girl's fun with your hair, though. A notification from YouTube. Ah, something about Seattle. In the front and red in the back. Oh, cool. Your hair is pink colored in the front and red in the back. That's dope. Do you do your hair yourself or do you get it done? I feel like I would not be able to do that myself. But hey, you could be cooler than I am. I'm sure you are. Hence the cool hair. You do it yourself. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Good for you. I would not have that much faith in myself, but I guess if you do it enough times, you get used to it. But yeah. Sometimes I cut my own hair just because I never want like that big of a cut, but I trim it. So I've watched like all the tutorials online. I'm probably not doing it right. Don't do it. But I just don't care enough. So I just cut my hair myself. But again, it's just little trims. So it's nothing like super crazy. But you still wear your pink lipstick. Nice. 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 Good stuff. Good stuff. I feel like whenever I wear lipstick, especially like to the parks or something, it just ends up on my face or my teeth. It ends up on my teeth so much. And then I'm like constantly doing or asking Brian, do I have any on my teeth? So I just stopped wearing it. I wear it sometimes though. But yeah, I wear it sometimes. But I really want to go. One thing I haven't done at Magic in a long time, well, really since it's reopened, is meet Ariel in her grotto. Speaking of red hair, I want to go meet Ariel. I haven't been in her grotto since I worked here. So since like 2016. So I forgot that it reopened. And I feel like we were gonna go Friday, but then we got sidetracked on what we were doing and I forgot. Well, we wanted to go to Tom Sawyer's Island, and then that took up a lot of time when we got there. So yeah. But next time I go, I need to meet Ariel because she's my favorite. Again, I didn't even read it like that. So I read it like made. So you're good. You're good. I catch the wavelength you're on. You're fine. So funny. Yeah, but I want to meet Ariel again. It's also weird that you only meet Belle right now at Enchanted Tales because, like, truly as an adult, you can't like go get a picture with her. I mean, I bet you could if there was enough time, but sometimes I just want to have a meet and greet with the princesses, which sounds super stupid. But I love the princesses, even though I'm a 28-year-old adult. But yeah, I want to meet Ariel again. I want to see her in her grotto. Her grotto is really cool. So I also want to show you guys that if you've never seen the meet and greet in her grotto, it's really fun. Um, yeah, and she's in her tail. She's in her tail, like my little. It's yeah. I know I'm weird. It's fine, but yeah, no shame. Honestly, I'm a weirdo. I like meeting characters. But that's okay. Um, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. That's really weird. Sorry, but if you are, I get it. I'm weird. That's just me out in the world. Truly, that's my life. Always has been, always will be. But you like what you like, and I like going to Disney and meet the princesses. So, uh, it's also fun with the kiddos because one of them likes what's going on with the spelling. You tell me. You tell me. Call me weird. I'm just kidding. You rock. Um, but yeah, I love meeting the princesses. Uh, and Ariel's my fave. So I would just want to meet her again and say hello. One time I knew Ariel. So that was cool to meet Ariel. Um, yeah, it was her first day, and that was really cool. So she was friends. I was friends with Ariel. You're good. You're good. That's awesome. But yeah. That's how I text people sometimes, and then I get really confused at what I'm saying, and then they get confused at what I'm saying, and then I'm just like, I give up. I don't know. Gosh, do I have a bug bite on my leg? Or am I just yeah, bug bite. I was like, why am I itchy? Florida, everybody. Don't forget your bug spray if you're coming. It's a thing. It's a thing. Um close. It's been beautiful here. It's supposed to start to get up into the 90s. We had it. You spelt stuff wrong still, but that's awesome. You missed a T and you added an L. Unless you're saying something and then I just completely missed it because I'm me and I just miss things. It's fine. But we kind of got past the rain here in Florida, so which is great. So we had a week of like really sunny weather. And we're going to continue to have sunny weather. So I think we have 1 day of potential rain this week. And then it's supposed to be pretty sunny. Let me check. Yeah, Thursday there's a chance of rain. And then it's pretty sunny until Monday. Then I guess those 2 days says rain. But stuff always changes. It's going to be in the high 80s and 90s this week in Washington. Wow. Wow. Washingtonians, are you ready for that? I don't know. I'm sure you are. I know how it goes when you come out of the like rainy, cold season into the sun. um, when you live in Washington, it's a good time. Be nice to one another. But that's awesome. I know my parents will be happy. My sister won't because she likes the rain. Sorry, sis. But yeah, apparently it's supposed to be hotter in Washington here than here, which is really funny, which I find funny. But because there's enough AC here in Washington, there's not enough air conditioning anywhere there. Oh, that's cool. But I'm glad you guys are getting warm weather because I feel like you need it. Better. You did it. Proud of you. When Washingtonians at 60 degrees walk outside in shorts, and then that's when I put my layers on here. Oh, you missed a letter and better. That's it. Good, you have AC. You're one of the few. But yeah, Washington needs it in the summertime, truly. It's a real thing. Like summers there can hit in the hundreds, which is crazy. We barely even do that. I mean, we don't really do that here, at least where I am, because of all the wind. I mean, this last summer, I guess, is the only summer I spent here, but we didn't hit 100 last year. I hope the forest fires this year in Washington aren't as bad either, because I know those honestly suck. The air quality is just horrible when that happens. But yeah, it's interesting. But I'm hoping to go to the beach more here. I live very close to the beach, so I really should. You're back. Proud of you again. But yeah, I know the parks. The parks are like at least a couple degrees hotter than where I live. I live closer to Disney versus DreamWorks. I like both, but I'm more of a Disney gal. But I like DreamWorks movies too, like Shrek, on point. But I'm more of a Disney gal. That's what I grew up with. It's what I grew up with. But I like DreamWorks movies too. They're funny. Like I do like them, but I definitely prefer Disney movies because I again am a weirdo. You're good. I understood what you were saying. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Um, but no, I'm not excited for the summertime here when I go to the parks because then I'm like literally just constantly sweating the second you step out of like the monorail or anywhere that has no AC. But I'm curious because I'm kind of more used to the heat. At least I think I say that I am, having been down here for a year. But honestly, people who've lived here their whole life, they're still not used to the heat when they go outside. So you hate summer over winter. You like winter colder weather better. I like I don't know. I like it in the weird time where it's like not summer, but it's not winter. I say it's spring, but Florida's a little different. It's not like we have spring. Kind of. I don't really think we ever have winter. Maybe like like 4 days we have winter. But I guess it's just springtime. So I guess this time of year I like it. February, March, April. Those were great months here. I really enjoyed it. Wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. Then we got kind of into a rainy spell, but it's gone away for now. Like look at my window and there's literally no clouds in the sky today. Cold makes you happy, hot makes you angry. Yeah, you're like my sister. My sister's the same way. She doesn't like the heat. She would rather be in cold weather. But I'm the opposite. I like hot versus cold. But I get it. I understand how cold some people like cold better. It's the truth. Less sweaty, more cozy. I do like cold weather for the coziness. I also like cold weather fashion better than hot weather fashion, which is super annoying because I grew up in Washington where it's a lot colder and I have like awesome coats and boots and like sweaters. And then, yeah, I only wear them very, very little here because it's hot constantly. A backflip. What is that? How do I do that? I cannot do that. Mm-mm. Oh man. We're going off the rails here and I love it. Happy Monday though. It's a Monday. Gotta do it one more time. Quoting Olin Rogers, if you've never seen his YouTube videos, Ghost in the Stall, watch it. It's hilarious. Can't do that either. Actually, I've always wanted to be able to do like a front flip or a back flip. Can't. I tried as a kid and landed on my face a few times and then said no. Then my mind was just like, nope, you're going to kill yourself. So I just stopped. But I always wanted to. Thought it was so cool. Yeah, but I can't. It makes me sad. But now I'm older and there's no way I could ever do that now. I did it on a trampoline, but it still scared the living daylights out of me. Because I still felt like I was just going to land on my face. I don't know. It's just me. But like roller coasters that go upside down, totally fine with. Could do that all day. Excuse me. Wow. I died a little. We're fine. We're good. Ooh. Tron still had a lot of like paid lightning lanes available for the evening time. I almost bought one on Friday, but then I didn't want to have to leave the girls to go on it because I think the girls are too little to get on the ride. So, and then Brianne had never been on it, so I felt really bad if I was to go on it again, even though I've been on it already. But I want to ride it at night, so eventually I'll have to go. Maybe Brianne and I will just go as like an adult day and ride all the big kid rides, which will be really cool. But yeah, Tron was really cool. I was surprised how much I liked Tron. All right, I think that coffee's I think I'm crashing from my coffee earlier. But the vanilla sweet cream cold brew is like only 70 calories. The nitro vanilla sweet cream cold brew, I think. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Only 70 calories. Starbucks. I was shocked at how good it was. But yeah, I was like, woo, coffee. It was definitely that. Like, holy snap, I just had coffee, caffeine. Ah. Um, which isn't bad. I like coffee a lot. Which is not a bad thing. Oh, I can't believe it's already Monday. The end of Monday. I keep saying that every time I get on the live stream, I'm like, oh, it's already Monday again. But I swear, I'm just like, which is good. I mean, I'm doing a lot, which is great. A lot of stuff that I'm really excited to do and get to do. So it's not like it's like, oh, a bad thing. But I'm like, wow, I did a lot last week. Um, yeah, so it'll be really interesting. But yeah, I'm trying to heal my tattoos right now, which is fine. But it's good. I wanna get one of the artists at the tattoo shop I was at, she did, 2 Star Wars tattoos for 2 girls that came in. They were so cute. One of them was, like, a really pretty BB-8, like, thin line drawing with, like, flowers. It was so cute. And then the other girl got Grogu with, like, a little butterfly or, like, the little thingy. So freaking cute. And then they're like, "What are you getting?" And I was like, "Trees." It was so funny, and I was like, "Trees, I know it sounds really lame." And my artist was laughing at me, but I was like, "It means something to me." And they were like, "No, that's really cool." Like, once I told them, like, one was for Washington, one was for Florida, so East Coast or West Coast, East Coast, that kinda thing. They thought it was cool, but I was like, "Not as cool as your BB-8 and your Baby Yoda tat or your Grogu tat." I'm like, "Now I want a Star Wars tattoo." Um, yeah. They were really good too. It was really cute. They were really cute, and I was like, "Dang, can I get that too?" But I was like, "I already got 2, so I can't get more now." You want a thin line butterfly and so you should! You should get do you have one? My mom has one. My mom has a few. The funny thing is, my mom, like, Instagrammed me and was like, "You're just trying to beat me." And I was like, "I remember when you didn't have tattoos, mom." But now she has 4, because now I have 1 more than she does. But yeah, you should get tattoos. They're awesome. I promise they don't hurt as much than everyone. No, not yet. See, go get one. Live your life. Go get a tattoo. They're really cool. Where do you want it? Or do you even know where you want it right now? Like where on your body, I guess. Do you want your tattoo? I always go with places that I can hide pretty easily. But I think I'm getting to the point where I don't care anymore and I'm going to start getting some where people can see it all the time. Cause like, oh, plain on it. Oh, plain on it. The ankle. Nice. Nice. It's going to be a little painful because your ankles, at least it's not your foot. I hear your foot hurts a lot. Um, but yeah, ankle's cool. The only one I have on my leg is my cross tattoo on my thigh. But yeah, ankle's dope. But yeah, I get them where I can kind of hide them pretty easily. Um, and not even because of work or anything. Like I can have tattoos. No one cares. Um, but I don't know. I've just always liked like small little ones that I can hide. I mean, okay, I can't say small because the ones I have are not necessarily small. But they're things I can like wear to like all of the ones on my arm, like this one and these guys. Ow, I just pushed that one into the chair. Ow. Thank gosh for Aquaphor. Um, I just wear like a long sleeve shirt or like I said, a long t-shirt and it covers it, which is great. It's good. It's good times. But yeah, I want a Star Wars one. I want a castle. I want like the Disney castle probably on this arm, like right here or right here, somewhere. Maybe right here on like my thing, whatever this is, forearm. I know things. But yeah, I want like the castle outline, something simple right here. Um, like the outline when you watch like the beginning of the Disney movie and they like outline it and they have a thing come across, kind of more like that. I think that's super cute. Um, yeah, so it looks kind of like both castles, not like specifically Disney lands or Disney World's castle. I want kind of something in between to represent both. So that one I want. And I saw this like really cute small Star Wars tattoo that someone got like right here. which I don't know if I'll get it right here or get it at all. But it was like really cute and like dainty, and it had like an X-wing and then like some stars. Oh, it was, I don't know, it was super cute. Um, a Grogu towel would be pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie. And I could show it to Grogu at Disney and just be, look what I got. No, I don't think I'll do that. But I want something Disney. I have lyrics from Tarzan on my ribs. So that's like the only Disney esque tattoo I currently have, but it counts. It counts. I love it. But I want to get a castle, um, or just like Mickey ears somewhere small. Um, yeah. Now that I got two more, I want like, it's addicting. So once you get one, it's true. You want like a bajillion more, and it's, yeah. If you're here in Washington, or no, not in Washington. If you're here in Florida, I went to, or you're visiting, I went to Garden of Ink in Sanford. Um, Really great place. My artist was named James. He's one of the owners. Super great people. Wasn't scary. I know some past shops I went to, it's like you walk in, they play like scary screamo music and they all look frightening. Not at all this place. Very clean, very nice people. They like halfway through the session, they got milkshakes. He got me a milkshake. His wife went to Dairy Queen and got us milkshakes just because it was, I mean, 4.5 hours. It was a long time. And again, I was laying on like my chest with my arm out, and so she like brought the straw up to my mouth, and I was able to like sip some milkshake. I was like, "Ooh, this place is full service." Which I'm not saying they're going to deal with every client that they have, but it was just like, I don't know, you just don't get that very often from places. So they were really just really cool people, and very talented. All of the art that went on when I was there, because a bunch of people, were done before me and walked out, and they would show everybody, because it's a small place, what they got done, and it was, yeah, just really great, great stuff, from like big shaded pieces, just like thin line pieces, to like what I got, which was an in between of the two. But everybody was so nice, and it wasn't like crazy expensive either. Um, I was shocked at the price for both of mine. Um, yeah, it was really good priced. So if you're in Florida, Garden of Ink in Sanford, highly recommend. Um, yeah, found him on Google and just said, "What the heck? I'm gonna go." So I did it. Um, yeah, but it's a good place. It turned out, so far it turned out well. We'll see how they continue to heal. But my artist does free touch-ups for any of his work. So that was really cool, because getting touch-ups, it's expensive, especially if you don't get another tattoo with it. Like if like other artists don't, I'm just gonna be honest, they don't obviously like to touch up other people's work. They like to do the work, make the art. So yeah, that was really cool though. I'm really happy with the way my trees turned out. Um, I don't know. I'm just happy. It's cute. I like that he like did so much detail. I touched it again. So much detail on my evergreen, because he's like, I didn't want to black it out, which I didn't want it blacked out either. Like, we had to make it just a tad bit bigger than what I originally planned, which I actually love the size. I think it's a perfect size, just enough that you could add detail, but not like super big. Thank you. And then the little palm tree. Um, yeah, this looks just like the ones by my house. So, and my artist also lived in Washington for a while. Like, he lived in Bremerton because his wife was in the Navy. And so he was like, I know these trees, when he made the evergreen. And then, of course, now he's here, and he's like, I've been drawing palm trees since I was a kid. So it was just like really weird and funny how that turned out. Which I thought that was really cool, because then he really understood why the trees are so important to me. Um, Growing up in Washington, it's just like, it's the evergreen state. So it's just trees galore, and it's beautiful. So when I talk to people who have never been and don't understand forests like that, it just blows my mind. Like Christmas here, you don't go cut trees because there's no trees to go and like cut for Christmas trees. You go to a pre-cut like lot, and you find trees. And I was like, I mean, I have a fake tree. Like, we have a fake tree. But I'm like, you never went as a kid to like a tree farm and cut trees. And people down here are like, no. People who are like from here or like the hot areas, I'm like, It's so weird. It's so weird because when I was a kid, we went every year, and then we stopped once I got older. But man, trees, they're important. And then the palm trees down here are just really cool. Like watching them go through the hurricanes was insane. Palm trees, they're resilient things, and I love them. But yeah. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, well, I'll stop rambling about my tattoos and trees, but thank you so much for coming to my live stream. Thank gosh I'm back. So good to talk to you guys. Um, love when you guys chat with me. It's my favorite thing. But yeah, I'm getting closer and closer to my goal of 1,000. I'm at 964 right now. I don't know when I'll hit 1,000. Have a good night too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, if you want to, please subscribe. Send my channel to anybody who loves Disney. Would love words. I love your support. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Look out for my video that comes out on Saturdays. And I will see you guys next week. So thanks again for coming and have a great rest of your night. See y'all later.